If you're the type of person that easily gets triggered, that cares too much, that comes across as desperate and needy, that tends to not be able to stick to one thing, that easily gets triggered by other people, if you're that type of person, well then what you have to do is apply the rule of what? The rule of sensation. The rule of sensation is such that attachment happens when you react to mental forms. Jesus Christ, where I perform. All right, right here. What do I mean by that? By the way, check out my new channel, Professor Alex. It's a channel that I created where I talk about spirituality, self-help, and topics like the ones you see here. It's completely different from the men's channel. So click on that right now, and there you'll be able to get 3 or 4 videos per week that you will never find on this channel. Okay, subscribe right now or else I'm closing it. When people ask me, Alexis, how can I detach? I care too much. I come across too needy. I can't pull away. You know, I can't achieve my goals. I'm too desperate. People don't respect me. What's happening here is that you are reacting to your mind-made You're reacting to your mind-made content. And what happens is that when you react to the mind-made content, your body reacts to it with a sense of urgency, with negative emotions, with emotions that causes you to make mistakes. So the goal of detachment is not to not care, honestly. Like, it's impossible not to care. Like, you're only human. And a lot of people ask, how do I not care when I care? Well, it's very simple. Stop focusing on the content of your mind and know what? Sensation. What do I mean by no sensation? When you react, when you are too attached, you literally are not aware of the physical sensations of your body. When you're at peace, when you're in a place of relaxation, what happens is that you become aware and feel the sensation of your body. What do I mean by that? When I say know the sensation, is this. Feel your hand, right? Feel your hand right now. Boom. Now you know. Now you know that now you are aware of the sensation of the hand. And if you actually pay attention, when you became aware of the sensation of your hand, you actually stopped thinking. Because you cannot react to the content of your mind and remain aware of physical sensation at the same time. So in order to learn how to be unbothered, you have to stop reacting to your mind. Now, how do you do that? Well, let's look at this here, right? Let's make sure there's no light hitting there, right? Okay. The way that it works is that you first practice in isolation, meaning before you practice detachment here, first isolate the muscle. Like when you're trying to build up a muscle, isolate the muscle of detachment. So what you want to do is sit down and just become aware. It is a meditation. It's almost like if you have bad posture, rather than trying to get good posture, just work on your back muscles, which is isolation. And what will happen, you'll naturally have good posture. So all you want to do is become aware of all of the sensation that happens here. Notice everything that happens. Notice subtle sensation. I want you to become aware of sensations that in order for you to feel it, you have to concentrate. And the more subtle the sensation, which is the biochemical, you want to notice the biochemical reaction of the sensation of breathing. As you're breathing, notice what's happening. And each time you notice, try to notice something new. Because what's happening is that the more subtle the sensation you feel, what's really happening is that you're literally breaking attachment styles. You're literally breaking any sense of attachment to a certain thing. For example, let's just say you want something, right? And when you desire something, you think of the thing that you desire. I mean, think about it. The more you think about it, the more you desire it. So you have to find a way to not think, but trying not to think doesn't lead to not thinking. It leads to more thoughts. So it's really about being aware of sensation and penetrating that reality by trying to feel even more subtle sensations. And what happens is that as you become aware, each time you do this, notice a smaller area, and then 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 a smaller area. And what happens is that the smaller the area, the sharper your mind becomes, the less detached it becomes from the outcome. And the smaller the area, the more you penetrate reality, meaning all of these sensations you were already feeling. You were just so connected to your mind that you lost touch with the sensations of the body. So attachment to things and being bothered is literally you not being connected to your body. Once you connect to the sensations of your body, it's a natural process to detach from mind-made thing. You're either in your mind or in reality. And then it's not just this. You're not just aware of the subtle sensation, but that you also have a calm and peaceful mind. Meaning, if you are aware of if you are aware of the sensation of your mind, it's not just that you are aware of the sensations of the mind, but that you're also aware with a calm and peaceful mind. So, for example, you are aware of the breath, and then you notice you lost track of the breath, and now you're thinking, right? Boom! Now you realize you're attached. What you do is with a calm and peaceful mind, you're like, let me return to the breath. You don't say nothing. You just return to the breath. So you get distracted. You react to that distraction with a calm and peaceful mind. When you actually in the past, you react to distraction, or when things are bad, your reaction is what? Agitation. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Train yourself to not just become aware of sensation, but to react to sensation with a calm and peaceful mind, with patience. You are literally you're literally teaching your body to react to the unexpected in a calm way, because you're isolating that muscle. So let me show you how this works, right? So this is you, right? And when something, let's just say you miss your flight. So now when you miss your flight, you naturally hear this, what? Oh my God, I'm late. What am I going to do? Think about it. You're in the car and you're on the way to the flight, and this is what you're thinking about. The other option is to what? Become aware of sensation. You just start to breathe. And what happens is that as you become aware of sensation, you notice that in the background of your mind, you hear the echoes of your mind. I'm late. What will I do? Oh my God. And now you react what? With a calm and peaceful mind. You notice the thoughts are there, and then you're like, you return to the breath. And each time this happens, you notice your thoughts, but then you return to the breath in a calm and peaceful way. This loses power because you start to see that the thoughts arise, but as soon as you bring awareness to sensation, they pass away. And then you notice as you are deeply aware of sensation, the thoughts go back. Like it's almost like you're hearing music from the other street. You return, but then you're like, oh, it's just my mind. You observe the breath and you return to it. And then those thoughts easily go away. And over time, you start to see that your thoughts arise and pass away, arise and pass away. And through the experience, through you seeing a desire to not meditate, and then you start noticing you're relaxed. And then you feel angry, but then as you're deeply concentrating on the sensation, you realize you forgot about the anger. That's when you start to sense that you are in the center of the awareness. And all you have to do is observe the breath, relax, and react to distraction with a calm and peaceful mind. And what this does is that you're teaching your mind that you're not your mind. And so it becomes easier to ignore your thoughts that say, hey, you missed your flight. Hey, what the fuck? You missed your flight. You don't react to it. You're like, return to the breath. Now, how do you think your mind reacts to your thoughts of like, I'm late, I'm this and that? How do you think your mind reacts? Your body reacts? Your body reacts with what? Stress. Oh my God, we're late. And what happens? The stress creates more thoughts, and the thoughts creates more stress. And what happens? Now you're not even feeling your body because you're just distracted by this pattern. What you do is, what happens? How does your body react to just being aware of the breath? Think about it, right? Think about how your body reacts to your thoughts, agitation, anger, happiness, depending if it's good or bad, right? But how do you think your body reacts to you paying attention to the breath? It calms it down, actually. So any pattern that you have, that when this doesn't happen good, you get mad, you literally start to break the pattern by interrupting the pattern by calming your body down. So rather than allowing it to agitate you, you calm your body down by just noticing the breath. And now you stop needing whatever thoughts like release stress, you stop needing it. Because you start to acclimate to regulating your emotions with a sensation, not a thought. And then that's when you start to begin to realize that when you're done meditating and you're living in your normal life, when somebody tells you, Alexis, you missed your flight, your reaction is not going to be, motherfucker. You're like, okay, notice the breath. Okay, what should I do now? And it's almost like an itch that you want to scratch. You're like, I'm going to be late. Oh, fuck. But you're like, no, let me not scratch the itch. Let me not think. Let me just breathe and see what I should do next. And you relax your body. You literally feel your body like agitated. You're like, okay, well, what should I do next, right? And what happens is that each time this happens, the agitation is high, but if you actually overcome it, the next time it happens, it's not as high. The next time it happens, it's not as high. And then each reaction gets even more calm until you reach full enlightenment. Now, obviously, you're not going to reach enlightenment, but this is how you detach. You rather than thinking about what happened, just feel your hand, feel the sensation, bring awareness, and the more you meditate, when you're not meditating and you feel the sensation of the breath, you actually feel the sensation with more subtlety. The more subtle, the easier it is to ignore the thoughts and focus on the sensation. And that is how you literally detach. You're not reacting to the mind. You're literally staying in the body, and the mind will calm down and it will stop controlling you. And you will emanate this calm and peaceful mindset. You will stop projecting. People will like you more, and things will go your way more. All right? So remember, you first bring awareness to sensation. And then once you are aware of sensation, the most important thing, react to whatever happens with a calm and peaceful mind. Anyways, this is how you do it. Take care. Bye-bye.